Dire team ban.
All right, we are back for the Summit pre-qualifiers. I think we're actually ready to go now.
Radiant team
Union
ban.
Gaming versus North American Rejects. I'm What Is Hip, and with me is Mott. I think we did it, dude. I think we're in the game.
Korak was saying before the game in the lobby, 45 minutes since the Peru game. I'm cracking up over here. This is gonna be a good one, I hope, and it's taken us a while to get into it, but here we are finally. And North American Rejects, they're one of the strongest teams out there, I think, in North America right now. At least they've got all the swag, they've got all the all stars to be one of those top tier teams, and they're really trying to get to those, of course, qualifiers for the Summit. And I'm looking forward to their play in this game. For Union Gaming, they've been strong. They don't have, I believe Ewo's with them generally. I might be thinking that's Isurus, but I think that
that's definitely this team.
Okay, so he's not with them. He's a really good carry player. So we'll see if that really is going to come back to haunt them. They've had connection issues all afternoon, so we'll see if they can actually play this out or if we get another DC. But yeah, it should be good. I'm excited.
Heading through the bans, we actually have bans this time from Union Gaming. They banned out Lycan and Ember Spirit on the other side of things. NARejects have banned out the Naga Siren as well as the Centaur.
Yeah, I mean, everything's standard right now, and the thing is, Union go for the Invoker and the AA, and Invoker's he's really, really strong. I think whether you go Quas Exort or Quas Wex, either or works. We've seen a lot of Quas Exort, recently, and for good reason, but we'll see. Batrider and Sand King picked up. This is a hero that a lot of NA teams love, the Sand King. I saw it a lot yesterday, and well, I mean, because you can get your Blink Dagger so quick, because you can just jungle up. The thing is, they have a Batrider as well, so they might have to split jungle farm a bit, but they're going to be fighting early here, and that's really going to be kind of the key, I feel like, for NARejects, so we'll see.
Yeah, you definitely want to make it so the Invoker doesn't have time to build up his arsenal, doesn't have time to get levels from a hand of Midas if he does go Exort. You want to make sure that the Ancient Apparition is still under control, so I think the early aggression is definitely going to be working out pretty well for the NARejects here. And in the second ban phase, they've banned out the Dazzle and the Disruptor. And we didn't mention it this time around, but Union Gaming do not have any bonus time at all for this draft, so that's why it says 0-0.
If they do not ban, honestly, banning, I guess, is not as big of an issue. You'd like to have a ban, but they need to ban something within, there they go, the next 3 seconds. So they have limited time to pick right now. This is to be honest, guys, we're put in a difficult position kind of figuring out how, these games are supposed to work. We have a schedule to keep, and 40 minutes late from a team, this game should have been started at 3 o'clock. So this penalty, I feel like, is definitely... It makes sense, obviously, for Union Gaming. So right now, they've got a little bit of pressure on them, but we'll see if they can come through in the clutch, grab a couple of good heroes, and go from there. They'll pick up the Mirana right now, which is a strong core, or support if they want to go for it. They need something to come out up with Arrow, which will probably be a Shadow Demon, unless we see potentially NARejects pick it here, so we'll see.
Yeah, Bane is available as well, but Shadow Demon has been so popular lately, and I think definitely a popular hero with the Invoker as well. Can line up the Soul Catcher, get extra Sunstrike damage, and it's quite the combo. Unfortunately, they will not have the Dazzle available to them. We've seen a lot of teams lately starting to rely on the Shadow Demon Dazzle, the heal bombs, and it's actually hilarious, I think, to watch.
It's so fun. It's like one of my favorite combos. Just like that probably shouldn't do that much damage, but it does. And you're just like, well, all right.
Yeah, you're just dead. Like, it's over. There's nothing really you can do. But NARejects gonna finally cash in some of their hard-earned bonus time, and we'll see what they pick up here for number 3. They've got a lot of options. I really like when you start your lineup like this, because obviously the Batrider, you sort of know where that's going to go. Most likely start in the off lane, probably transition to the jungle. Sand King, similar situation, but really their lineup is wide open at this point. They can do pretty much whatever they want. They can do some sort of 4 Protect 1, or they can just continue with the aggression. On the other side of things, Union Gaming definitely a little bit more locked into their strategy with that Invoker as their first pick.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, NARejects, they have a lot of... They can even go aggro Triland if they want to, depending on the next couple of heroes, but with the Sand King, that's less likely because you like to have that jungle, but it works just as well. And we've seen NARejects do some really weird landing combinations, like with 2-1-2. They'll pick up the TA now. Oh my god, Korak's TA is so legit. And I know we gush a lot, and there's a lot of Union players I love watching, including Citadel, but Korak is somebody that I think a lot of people in the North American scene have just waited for him to come out and play again for some time. I mean, you talk about what he did with Liquid, and where he put them as a team and kind of what he can do with this team. It's really exciting to see. But you also have to keep in mind that Brax in the off lane on a Bat Rider is very, very strong. I'm assuming he's going to be playing that 3-role. Fogged in 1437 going to be playing supports, and then Snake King's probably going to be playing that hard farming carry role. So we'll see. Union pick up a Wraith King though. They're giving us what they want.
He's so popular, man.
Yeah.
He's gotten so popular lately, and I think he's definitely strong in some very specific situations. If you have good follow-up damage for when that ultimate does pop, something like an Invoker, like an Ancient Apparition, I think it can be pretty potent. I mean, and you can't really, at the later parts of the game, you can't really ignore him because he deals a lot of damage. And we'll have to see if this is going to be a core or a farming Wraith King. Teams have very different opinions on how you should play this hero. I mean, some teams like eHug actually really like the core Wraith King. Other teams more fond of the support Wraith King. So
it's funny you mentioned that because yesterday the ADL there was Wraith King picked by Dog and Misery played a support for like the first couple levels, and then they kind of just like gave him a ton of farm across the map after like he got like level 7 and 8. And he proceeded to be the most farmed in the game and kind of carry the late stages of the game against a team that had a Morphling, and a very farm Morphling at that. So you can transition very well. He's one of those heroes that has that ability. And it's a lot like Mirana as well. Mirana support can do the same thing. And we're seeing more and more often these supports that aren't kind of like, they're in a gray area where they're sort of support, but they're also sort of a carry. And I actually like that. In Union Gaming, they have actually both of those heroes. So the problem is that Wraith King is you can deal with him pretty easily with mana burn if you've got someone to do that, or you just pretty much don't hit him and kill all the rest of his team around him. So we'll see. Right now, it looks like they're going to draft the Enchantress here, which is a very strong hero for pushing early on and good for ganking as well. And I don't know. It's interesting because they have kind of a greedy lineup because you have a lot of like heroes that should be in the jungle, but and no real like core support when you think about it, but we'll see what their last pick is to round out the lineup.
Yeah, I mean at the moment they're definitely lacking like a traditional award bitch, if you will. They don't really have one of those at the moment, but besides that, their lineup looks really strong. In basically the mid game, they're going to be ridiculous. I mean, once Templar Assassin has levels, once Bat Rider has a Blink Dagger, Enchantress is going to be marching down the lanes with tons of creeps, and it's going to be really hard for Union to defend it because in the back there's going to be a Sand King getting ready at epicenter of them all. So I really like NARejects lineup. It's very aggressive, and the Weaver is the last pick here for Union Gaming. So it looks like we are going to have, well, I guess they have to put Mirana in the offlane. Maybe they could also just aggro, I guess, with Solo Weaver.
Yeah, it's probably gonna. I think it's more than likely to be an aggro with a Weaver, and then Solo safe Mirana, and then the Invoker mid. Because Weaver with an Ancient Apparition and Chilling Touch is gross. I guess you could say the same thing about Ancient Apparition and Mirana.
Yeah,
I don't know. You could do whatever.
The thing I was thinking about Mirana, I guess, is you have Wraith King stun into Cold
and the arrow. Yeah.
But you definitely, it definitely could be Weaver.
It
definitely could be Weaver though.
Yeah.
Chilling Touch is gross.
Either way, it's fine. I mean, they can lane it. It's pretty much going to have to be aggressive, and that means that it's going to be kind of difficult. And this is like a really greedy draft from NARejects right now. Like, they're picking heroes that will do well in split pushing and later on into the game, but in a laning phase against this lane is going to be difficult. They're going to have to rely on Korok to gank a bit to help them out, I think, and he certainly can, but that's not really the meta right now. The meta is more so kind of just like getting a decent tri lane and getting a good start, or even dodging a tri lane altogether, which they might do. We'll see how it goes, and some interesting heroes being picked up now.
Yeah, this is kind of a wild lineup from NARejects. I mean, definitely pretty greedy. 4 of these heroes all need like a fair amount of farm, and even Sand King, he really needs, you really think about him getting a Blink Dagger at least. It helps him out a lot, so definitely an interesting lineup from NARejects. I mean, I guess they're just going to put Brax. I mean, the laning looks pretty standard. It's just weird because they're farming a Nature's Prophet.
I mean,
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I've seen like it's probably like so safe or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. We'll have to see how they want to land this up and go from there. I'm going to get a pause from Fog real quick, and I don't know. I'm excited, though. This is going to be a strong game. I feel like the thing is, though, and we've seen this more often than not, a lot of people like to just pick up semi-carries now, and with the Templar Assassins, that's kind of exactly what it is. So they have this Templar Assassin, and they can just kind of like carry through the mid-game, and then if it goes late enough, you can just kind of split push with, obviously, Snake King getting whatever he wants, which who knows what Snake King's build is going to be. This game,
it's impossible to tell.
Well, first of all, it's Snake King. Secondly, it's like a safe lane farming Nature's Prophet. So I don't know why we have a pause. If Union Gaming have another issue here, I'm honestly, or I'm just gonna, I can't be held responsible for what I'm going to do.
I can't be held responsible. Oh my God, snaking, heavy flame. Oh man. Alright, well, you know guys, unfortunately we have to put these restrictions on the teams at this point because you know, it's 55 minutes past the game start and we were just heading into the game, so we did have a schedule we were hoping to keep for today. Some of the other teams have some other commitments that this is going to run into, so we have to be a bit brutal at this point.
Yeah, I hope people think we're not being too harsh, but this is just kind of how, and other tournaments would have given teams a def loss at this point. So
oh, yeah.
I understand if you feel like we're being a bit unfair here, but connection issues aside, yes, I understand that these things happen, but you need to make sure you're ready to play. I mean, like when you have something scheduled at a certain time, it being 3 o'clock, then you kind of have to just keep things rolling. So we'll see if they can get back in on time. Hopefully we can get things rolling for you here. But for both sides, I like both of their squads. I think Union Gaming, they've got a lineup that's a little bit more ordinary, a little bit more organized, and probably can secure a couple more kills. And they'll do fine in the early, mid, and even late game as well. They have a lot of potential all around, whereas the wildcard team is NARejects. And if they have a couple of good kills in the laning phase, and if they get those blink daggers up like we talked about on Sand King and on, of course, the Bat Rider, they'll probably be able to take a lot of those team fights with Epicenter, with Lasso, and we'll go from there. But looks like we're going to jump into the game finally as we made it. We did it.
We made it, dude. We made it. Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you. Like, if NARejects don't get completely hosed in the laning phase, I think this is going to be a very impossible game for Union Gamers. They have to really shut down the laning phase of NARejects. Otherwise, I mean, all these heroes are just so strong in the mid game. You know, they've got extra push from the Nature's Prophet, Epicenter, Lasso, TA. TA does so much damage. Like, I think TA is going to be able to kill this AA in like a couple hits in the mid game. It's going to be like,
yeah,
it's going to be gruesome.
If Korak goes like Treads and maybe a Drum, then absolutely. He could even rush a Desolator if he gets decent farm. He might go Midas too. We'll see. I don't really know what Korak likes to build on TA. I haven't seen it in a while. I mean, like, he might have changed his style as well, so he can go Blink. I mean, there's a lot of options for TA, but you have to know this is coming from Union. They're going to smoke up right now. They're going to try to find out. It's going to be 1437 on this Enchantress. He might go down to first blood here. He's going to be in trouble. Yeah, they're going to find him right out. The Wraithfire Blast about to go. It's going to fly. Oh, no. Enchantress going to get arrowed. Theban, you are dead, my friend. That's first blood going out for Citadel already for Union Gaming.
That's pretty nice for them that the Invoker wasn't able to get that last hit. It gives him a nice little boost, and it's very helpful for him. He has already spent that gold on a Sage's Mask, so
that's pretty good. That's like Citadel now, and also he had so many freaking tangos. I'm not sure. He's been pulled 3 tangos. He's got a stack of tangos himself. He didn't get any GG branches. He didn't get anything else. He just bought the Sage's Mask that he talked about. But let's get into some introductions here while we've got a second. For Union Gaming, we'll have Angel. He'll be on that Weaver down bottom. Mid lane, it's going to be Citadel on the Invoker. And top lane, we talked about it, the aggro try coming out for them. Jericho on the AA. We'll have Crowsing X2 on the Mirana. And then to round it all out, it's going to be Mr. PMJPS will be on the Wraith King in that jungle there.
Yep, he's roaming around right now, potentially looking for another setup. Quick introductions here for NARejects. In the top lane, it's actually Brax on the Bat Rider, Mantis King, or Fogged on the Sand King. The mid lane, we've got Korak on the TA. Bottom lane, it's Snake King up on the Nature's Prophet. So they lane this a bit differently than we thought.
Yeah, they... Oh, boy. I think Brax
this looks like a dead Brax.
Yeah.
Well,
so already, this is what you were talking about, shutting them down as early as possible, and they're doing just that. This draft for Union is really, really working out. So, but they're actually harassing this Weaver down bottom. They're trying to kill him as quickly as possible as well.
Oh yeah, we also have 1437 on the Enchantress. He was hiding, but they picked up a Cyclone creep to annoy this Weaver as much as possible, and he's actually, yeah, he's quite low, taking a lot of harass.
So they've actually treated this top lane as kind of the off lane for Brax here,
yeah.
and they know that the Sand King's going to try to get farm in the jungle, so they can rotate. I mean they're gonna use both jungles, which is really, really nice. They're gonna have Theban down in the bottom lane in the jungle getting farmed there, and they'll have obviously the Sand King with Fog and Brax being able to Firefly some camps as well a little bit later on. But as it stands now, they'll just try to get experience without dying. Brax died once, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It really comes down to Korak, and if he can really do well up against Citadel, who is cold snapping Korak right now in this mid lane, and we'll see how it goes, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they lose this top lane, they've basically already sacked it. I mean, Theben dies in the bottom lane though, and now Snaking. Is he gonna make it out of here? It's gonna be pretty close. He is. He is gone. Completely safe. But
they rotated the Wraith King, which is really smart. I think they might have been diving Angel, and then all of a sudden, Mr. PM JPS just comes down and helps out. So,
yeah, I think Korok really does have to excel in this mid lane though, and so far he's doing pretty well for himself. 9 last hits and 8 denies, so doing his best. Keep that lane under control for his team. Auto crowing already.
yeah, this is it's a rough start right now for NARejects, but they have potential late game. They have split push. They have ways to get back into it, like I talked about with farming the jungle, what have you. And now that they've rotated the Wraith King down bottom, they have a period of time where they don't really have to be scared of this top lane. Unless they get hit by an arrow, they should be able to farm and just get CS wherever. Theben's rotated back into the jungle as well. He's level 2 now, and he doesn't want to be down to that bottom lane and get caught out of position. So now they've rotated and they've made all of their lanes kind of as standard as you expect them to be. So they'll have to deal with that Wraith King again as he's walking top, but they should know that he'll be back up there soon.
I mean, basically, the good news here for NARejects. Oh, Brax does get hit by that arrow. You gotta expect he's gonna go down. And, I mean, what I was just saying is, this is like one of the greediest lineups I've ever seen. But the good news for them is, even if they do, like, end up sacking this top lane, it's just a Mirana farming. It's not like it's like a Luna or an AM or something who's just going to absolutely destroy you with a little bit of farm. Mirana takes a lot of farm, so they're going to try to sneak under that timing, I think, where Mirana is really super effective in the late game with, like, you know, Manta, Deso, stuff like that.
Smoke Ink mid coming out for the side of Union.
Yep. Skeleton King is wrapping around. Korok might be in a bit of trouble here. Does have Meld available. There it is. There is a cold feet, though, and that is going to latch, but he gets the Meld off. There's a Sunstrike coming in. Not quite enough to kill him. Brax is here as well. In goes the sticky napalm. He's fire flying, but I think they're just happy that Korok did not die there.
I'm surprised Union decided to go for that gank without any detection. It's like going up against an Invoker who's Quas Wex. You have to understand the same thing's going to happen. But down bottom...
Oh, Angel!
Angel! Oh! He gets the kill and the experience, though, which is, I think, all that matters. Him going down is a bit of a problem because he's not farming, but that was the first kill, actually, going the way of NARejects. And it's been a rough one to start out, but Korok going down low and not dying, that's a byproduct of them not having detection when they really needed it. Like, that's a sure kill if they have dust right there, and they just didn't have it, so...
I mean, he can't do anything at that point, so... Yeah. Instead, Korok makes it out, and still able to CS pretty effectively. He's got a lot of knives, up to 10 now. And it looks like they swapped around their lanes yet again. Braxis head down to the bottom lane, and got the Snake King in the top lane, the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, now Brax is going to be... He should definitely win this lane against Angel with just sticking Napalm alone. If he had, like, detection at all, he could even go for solo kills with Lasso at some point, but... I mean, with sticking Napalm, Angel's got to be very careful, because Brax can just harass him really easily. And now this top lane, though, Snake King is going to be the one that he's got to look out for. I mean, he has Trance to block out the arrows, whereas there wasn't that option for Brax. So we'll see. And now, the thing is, they're getting decent experience on a lot of their heroes. The problem is, they're just not really landing, except for Korok and Mid, who... He's doing okay, but he's not, like, outright just dominating this Invoker, because, well, he's an Invoker and he's Quas Zora, he's got Forge Spirits now. It's going to be tough for Korok. But...
Top lane, Snake King, gonna catch a Starstorm as well. He's running away, not able to get out of there, and I'm pretty sure he walked forward to buy his phase boots and died for it. So if I could only get to the secret shop, and then you just die. It tends to be a common theme for me.
Yeah, that's... But you can just get it from the courier, too, so maybe he's just being a bit too greedy. I'm not sure. I didn't really see what was going on top. There's a smoke mid still for 1437, and they're waiting for this Invoker to push up a bit so they can Centaur stomp. But there's a TP coming in from the Nature's Prophet as well. They're going to pop the trap now. They're going to go with the Centaur right now. They're going to try to go for a stomp here and get the kill. There's the Moonlight Shadows. They have detection. Citadel going to go down, but what about Korok? He's getting low. Now trying to chase after Mr. PM GPS, and, well, that's going to be snaking as well, jumping in to get that kill. That's what they wanted to do all along. They finally get something done, and they get the kill on the Invoker. That's big.
That's a big kill. Now they're just going to start knocking down towers with the massed army of creeps they've got. mean, I really like the NARejects lineup just because, you know, they knew they picked an Ultra Green lineup, but they picked an Ultra Green lineup with a very distinct purpose. They're going to get pickoffs and then immediately just start pushing down the towers. And Fogged has found himself a nice triple stack camp here. I think he's going to stand that up.
Smoke up for Jericho and PMJPS down to this bottom lane, and 1437 was in a really precarious position. He will walk away, but I'm not sure I could say the same about Brax, who might get caught out. He's got last one out. He wants to be aggressive here, but this is not good. He's going to get... Oh, boy, he's in trouble. He's got a Firefly away. He's going to get Wraith Fired and Sunstriked, and he'll probably die here. Yeah, Brax has had a really rough game to start things off with 3 deaths in. It's a rough game.
Yeah, it's hard to start for him, but he has gotten level 6. Arrow sailing through the jungle. Not quite on mark, and unfortunately he does lose a bit of gold for that, but he still has 1,000 gold. He still somehow managed to put together a solid amount of gold to start working towards that Blink Dagger, but they really do need that up here in the next couple of minutes, I think. And just be able to continue pressuring these towers, because really if they don't, they're going to fall behind in gold pretty heavily. Right now they are actually ahead in gold, I think partly, at least, into that tower kill.
Yeah, and a lot of it also Korok getting farm. He's got his Midas coming out now, and that answers the question of what we would see Korok go. But now that he's got his Midas, he can even just farm. That is really unfortunate. That's a Midas gone. I don't know where that died exactly. It looked like a creep killed it somehow. God. I don't know how that happens, but like that's the worst possible thing that could happen. I'm sure Korok is livid right now in Skype. I can tell you.
Oh my god.
That he's flaming his team for letting that happen, or maybe himself. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my, that's like, normally when a courier dies, like whatever, TP scroll, there's a Midas on that, an entire Midas. Oh, poor Korok. Everything going wrong for NARejects, honestly, in the early parts of this game. They got that 1 kill on the Invoker in the mid lane, but that's really all that's gone well for them at all. Mirana leaping back, snaking here as well. There's the Sprout. Do they have detection? Doesn't look like it. Arrow hitting snaking. TP coming in. Wraith Fire Blast with the Sunstrike, enough to bring him down. Man, NARejects having a tough early game.
Yeah, that's I understand what you're trying to go for there, but the mass TP reactions from Union really well played. The Sunstrike on point. It's not even hard to do. If you get 1 stun, you just throw the Sunstrike down and you pretty much get a kill. But the smart thing came out from 1437. He tried to use the Santa Tormentor to help split up the damage between the Sunstrike, and it actually almost worked, but there was way too much damage coming out from the rest of the team. So that kind of just ended up with, of course, another dead hero on the side of NARejects. And well, now there's the Midas up on the Invoker. Citadel is going to get a lot of farm in the next couple of minutes here, and they're putting on a good show, man. And despite having some connection issues, they are absolutely outclassing NARejects right now. But we'll see how that continues to go, or if, well, maybe NARejects can get back into it. It's Angel down the bottom.
Brax, please no.
He should be alright.
Alright, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
It could have been ugly there. If there was any sort of stun, but Firefly able to keep him out of any sort of major trouble. Looks like Snake King's going to be going for Midas as well. Jeez, this is just greed to the max. Top lane, they're trying to kill Crossing. And there's the dust coming out. They want to turn this around, but Fogg's trying to disjoint that. Not going to work when there's dust on you, but they are able to take down Mirana. Can he get the Skeleton King as well? He's trying to bring him down before the TP. No, unfortunately not going to be able to. There was Resurrection as well, so
there's no way
to put that on CD though.
Yeah, I mean, if he was able to cancel the TP scroll, but meanwhile, mid, Brax getting caught out. Firefly cold snap the cold feet. Another death for the Bat Rider. Yeah, another death for the Bat Rider right now, and this is just a really rough game. It's 10-3, and now the gold is starting to swing. Well, actually, it's still in favor of NARejects somehow.
Yeah, I think they're just farming more efficiently. Like, look at the last sets. They have been dying, but Korok and Snake King lead the way. And then Brax shortly behind. So Brax has died a lot, but he's certainly got a lot for his greed. Oh, that's a big Ice Blast.
That hurts a lot. That's not good, because that could just stop pushes altogether. As you see, they're backing off now. And this is probably frustrating for them. They knew they had to get something going before Jericho hit 6. He's level 6 now, and they've only gotten 1. Well, actually, they got 2 towers because of it, or before it. But Brax is getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger. If he gets that about 12 minutes, it's still fine.
Yeah,
he's going to have it now. So that's good. I mean, it's not bad timing. Finally, the Midas is going to come out here for actually not only Snake King, but also for Korok as well. And now they can really start out farming Union. And the thing is, the Weaver is still, he's got Trez now, and Sunstrike, gonna miss on Brax, but look at the damage he's taking down in this bottom lane. He's gonna go down and gem to attack. He's got 5 deaths to his name. Brax, please.
Brax, please, no more feed. And in the top lane, though, Korok, he's going to take damage as well. They have Dust Arrow coming through. Can he make it out of here? There's the Starstorm trying to TP out. No, not going to make it. Wraith King going to be the one to finish him off. And man, left and right, NARejects just getting caught out here, but still somehow they're just farming their way through it.
This game seems so one-sided right now, but there's a Blink Dagger on the Sand King at 12 minutes in. It's not even that bad. Fogged already has his now. And all of a sudden, their team fight gets so much better. Like, the thing is, though, if they didn't give away these kills, like, and they hit these timings, they would just be rolling through these team fights. They'd be pushing down towers. They would be not worrying about AA ult. But because they gave away all these kills, which in turn is so much farm, it's a problem. But here we go. Blink Lasso crossing, now getting caught out. Can they get this kill? Burrow coming through. Now, Great Fire Blast hits up. There should be enough for Reincarnation. Oh, that is a dead Fog coming out. TP coming through from Jericho. Will he make it? Just barely. Can they get this kill on the Wraith King? He's trying to run. There's the TP. And this time it's not going to work. He will go down. And finally, they get a semblance of a good team fight going their way.
Yeah, so they unfortunately do lose Fog there, but they're completely okay with that trade at this point. 2 for 1. They're going to get the tower out of this as well, I believe. And since this is an Exort Invoker, not nearly as much he can do against these pushes. He does have 2 Force Spirits at this point, as well as Cold Snap queued up, so he can try to nuke someone down. There's a TP coming in from Angel the Weaver, but, I mean, something you were mentioning before, he really does not have the sort of farm I would expect, honestly, with how the way the game has been going. But Korok, he's in the front again, gets Cold Snap, running back. Do they have detection? I'm not sure. He's going to get caught by the Sunstrike. Arrow going through. Snake King makes it out. Korok, unfortunately, does not.
He just respawned as well. And not only that, but this tower's in deny range, too. That's a really good defense coming up from Union. The thing I said about Angel, yeah, he went treads first, which means that you're not going to see that really, really quick, like, Ring of Health into a Perseverance into, like, the Ultimate Orb. But, yeah, that farm is still not really that good because I don't know what he's spending his money on. He had like 1,700 gold before. He might have bought like a bottle as well, which is interesting. I don't really think you need that because you have a Basilius and you can go right into an Aquila unless this is not his bottle, which it is. Now he's gonna buy a Bracer. So Angel's going for these weird item choices right now, but I guess it doesn't matter if they can take this late enough, but we'll see.
Drum up for the Mirana as well as Phase Boots building towards what looks to be a Yasha next. Pretty normal item build coming out from Crossing. He did not opt to get the Midas. That's an item that a lot of Miranas have been favoring lately. And he just chooses not to pick it up. And wow, that's a Necro Book. First item for Citadel.
We've seen this so often. It's like, get your Midas, get your Old Talisman to start things up, a Ring of Basilius maybe if you're feeling like you're mana starved, and then go for a Necro Book. And with the way things are going for Citadel, if he had a bit more CS, he could have had his Necro 2 already, and even a Necro 3 at some point. But
nope, man.
Oh, I love this play from Korok. He's got a DD right now, and with Dunk Strike, armor reduction, this should be a really easy roast, and they have absolutely no idea this is happening right now. They didn't know that he jumped in there. They had no vision on, like, the edges of the roast pit. And Staking TP's in as well. This is, like, when you see people that are behind on the dire side, this is the most optimal thing to do. Sneak a Roshan, get an Aegis up on your Templar Assassin, gives you a bit of experience and gold to help out. And now Korok's going to start maybe thinking about being a bit more aggressive here, but we'll see.
All right, he's putting down some traps, trying to figure out if he can find an easy pick-off. There is a ward here by the Radiant, so they did see him do that. It's about to expire, though. He's just laying down the traps.
I mean, well, I mean, like, that's also something, like, I think a lot of newer players forget, too, is just, like, these traps are really good. You need to, like, there's so much you can do with them. Like, the amount of vision you can get just from the traps alone is, like, amazing. Like, make sure, look at how many max traps you have based on your level of your Sonic trap, and then just be like, all right, do I have 8 on the map? No, let's put all of them up, boys. Go from there.
I mean, it's only a 15-minute investment, and the potential payoff is huge.
Yeah.
So, he's continuing to just lay those down. He really is looking for a pick-off here. Look at this. He's down another one.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, he could be aggressive a bit. I mean, like, the thing is, he's not, like, out-leveling them by a wide margin. In fact, he's below the Weaver, and he's tied with both the Mirana and the Invoker now. So, the thing is, they can get fights going their way. The Wraith King, it's level 1 ultimate, so it's still down for 3 seconds. If they fight mid, they can certainly win this engagement. Like, they have Epicenter, they have everything right now that they need. They just don't have the Snake King who can TP in. Sunstrike's going to go through, but a fight should happen here.
Nice. That's the second time Braxton missed that, but there's an Epicenter moving forward. He wants to bring down Jericho, but no, turns around. Burrow Strike, almost taking down the Wraith King. Citadel trying to make it out, does not make it out. Down goes Fog, down goes Brax, falling as well, but Korok, he's in front. Unfortunately, they're invisible, trying to get a couple hits off here. Pops the trap, still a bit invisible. Nope, Angel trying to run away now. Shikuchi'd up, Korok still running forward, still has the Aegis, trying to find Angel. Does have a Meld Strike available. Shikuchi again, and now Theban's running forward, popping that impetus damage. The trap goes off as well. Can Crossing make it out of here? No, I don't think so. Snake King pops down the trees. Nice play by him. Now Angel trying to bring do it.
He's got the Aegis, so Korok's just like running at him with like absolute no issues there. And that could have gone a bit better for NARejects, but that's about as good as a fight as they needed right now. They've got to back off. They've got to be careful. Korok has his refraction, so there's no way they really can chase this down. And that's actually a really good timing for Snake King Zora, considering what's happened in this game. But he came through. That was such a good Nature's Call to bring down the trees and make sure they had vision to get the kill on the Mirana. And Korok with a couple of kills. Yes, they lost Fog. Yes, they lost Brax. But those heroes are kind of like, get your initiation off and go from there. Fog got a Zeppy off. There was no lasso, but that's fine. He doesn't really mind as long as he's like getting kills or helping get kills. But now they're going to try to push this tower down. There is reincarnation for this Wraith King, so...
Korok Melt strikes the Wraith Fire Blast, making it look easy. They are going to knock down this tower, it looks like.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And we'll see. Can they turn it back around? Pops up the trap. Fog is here as well. Blinks forward. Two-man burrows forward. Wants to bring down Jericho. Ice Blast going out on Fog. Brax has lassoed up the Wraith King, dragging him away. He does have reincarnation, but with 4 heroes here, I'm not so sure he's going to make it out a second time. Korok just trying not to blow the Aegis here. And are they going to be able to bring down the Wraith King? Down goes the Aegis finally. And double kill for Snake King. Nice little fight there.
Where was this team for the first, like,
I don't know, man.
18 minutes of the game? Where were they? All of a sudden, and I guess we talked about it, like, once you get your abilities and your items ready, you can start fighting. I think Snake King orchided the Weaver and was able to bring him down fast enough. I'm assuming that's what happened. But that was such a good fight. You talked about the Burrow Strike initiation. Sand Kings, they have to be aggressive. We saw Trout do it yesterday. Today, right now, you look at what Fog is doing. He's playing this hero very, very well. And I think it's a lot of fun to play a Sand King as well. You kind of have that initiation that maybe Fog's not used to, playing those kind of like, as you said, ward bitch support. So this is a really, now they've got a huge advantage, and they can carry this into the late game as well, I think.
You get to go pretty ham when you play the Sand King, and sometimes you die, but I think usually it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean...
With that fight like that, it's definitely worth it. That was a great fight for them.
Yeah, and actually now, Brax, whatever feeding he had, done in the first couple minutes of the game doesn't matter. He's got his 4-step now. Yeah. So, and a gem too.
100 CS.
That gem is actually really big, and I think they're probably next big investment for the team. Like, and they can't really afford to lose that. I guess it's okay if they lose it as long as they get one back or somehow buy another one in the next couple, like in a couple minutes afterwards. But now it really comes down to their engagements and using their abilities wisely. And they also know the Wraith King ultimate is still level 1, so if they want to be aggressive the next like 2 minutes, they have time. It really just comes down to initiation, I guess.
Down in the bottom jungle, they're looking for someone. Brax was farming here for a while. Looks like he has left the area though. Gonna run into Jericho, immediately blink away. So it looks like this smoke not gonna find anyone. I think they're just gonna transition into pushing the tower. We see a couple pings coming out for a defense, and we'll see how NARejects handle this. Do they want to try to defend this?
They can try to trade the tier 2 for the tier 1, but I don't think they're going to defend this. They can TP back, but looks like Nature's Wrath actually pushing everything back. There's too much damage coming through, and Invoker gets the kill on the tower.
Yeah, I think that's, sometimes there's just fights you don't really want to get involved with, and that's probably one of them when they have that much time to set up. Instead, they're just going to continue farming, continue pushing out the lanes, and look at this. Theban and Korok, Brax in the rear, they're just going to start putting damage out on the tier 3.
Yeah, and I think now they have to go back and defend. They shouldn't let this tier 2 go, but it's already a bit too late, I think, potentially.
Well, double TP, though. Korok's coming in as well, and now Fog moves forward. 3-hand Burrow Strike, what a master. Leap forward, and it looks like Fog might pay for this one. Down he goes. The rest of his team wasn't quite as ready to move in as he was.
That was dangerous. And now 1437 might get chased down here. He is untouchable, which is nice. That's only 1 point. He also has Nature's Attendance, which is max, but Snake King, while that was happening, was trying to put pressure on the tier 2 tower top and got kind of close to, well, I mean, at least doing some damage to it, but that was a bit of a misplay. They tried to go in for the tier 3 tower. They realized that they couldn't put that much damage on top of it, and then they tried to beam back, and Fog got a bit too aggressive, so they lose Fogged again, but once again, I mean, they still have a pretty secure lead, and now top, Snake King TPing, they're going to maybe look to try to find Angel here. Yeah, there's the Orchid.
No way he's making it out of this one. Firefly as well. The Wrath coming through, and that's an easy one for Snake King.
And that's such a big kickoff.
Uh-oh.
But
Ice Blast. He's got a Shadow Blade, though.
he's got a low fires, so yeah, there's no way they can really. But yeah, I mean, like, killing Angel, he's one of the heroes that's going to carry the hardest, I think, as the game moves on. He's already going for BKB. He's not going to go for Lincoln Sphere, which is, like, you need Lincoln Sphere Lasso in this game. And yeah, I understand getting BKB for Orchid, but, like, you really need a Lincoln Sphere Lasso this game. And Mirana has a Yasha, but, like, until you get Maelstrom and Mjolnir and then, like, another item, you're not doing as much. But the good thing is the Wraith King's starting to get farmed. We see this Blade Mail pickup come out for a lot of Wraith Kings recently, but I prefer to see another item. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it just seems like because when you're gonna pop your Blade Mail like right at the beginning of the fight, and you're just gonna get hit by AoE because they're not really gonna hit you, right? They're not gonna try to hit you in the beginning of the fight. I guess you'll get some extra damage from Firefly, get extra damage from Epicenter, but I could definitely see why you don't like it.
I mean, Blade Mail is like the common choice for a lot of people, but I don't know. There was a build that Misery went yesterday, and I think he went like Armlet. He just went like full carry, and I feel like that's just going to be a bit better. I don't know, but I guess if we're getting
the fluff
kited around
stuff build. Fluff and stuff where he just goes for an A-Blade. It's like boots A-Blade.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's it's a ballsy strategy.
I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but it's certainly pretty funny. BKB is online here for Korok, so he's going to be looking for another fight here. They're grouped up bottom. They're putting down traps. 1437s here as well. Building toward an Aghanims.
They can wait for Roche. It's up in like 30 seconds if they really want to. They won't know it. They didn't put a trap. Actually, they do have a trap down on Roche, so they'll know as soon as it spawns. And then they get back to that with the Aegis, then start going to town on everybody for Union. So I mean, there's a couple of options. Now they have to deal with the BKB coming out for the Weaver, so Orchid might not be that big of an issue, but if you get lasted first, it's not going to matter, which is what happens generally and what we saw happen in the last engagement. But it gives him a bit more tankiness and might save his life, I think, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, because generally I think you're going to get Orchided, and then immediately you pop the BKB, but there's a lasso there anyway, so it kind of depends who's around to actually kill you. And uh-oh, they found the Mirana. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it out of this one. Does not have Leaf available. Just use it. They're going to send an Ice Blast for it. That's going to be completely off the mark. NARejects dodged that fight pretty effectively. MLS popped immediately. Yeah,
they'll also grab an Invis Rune and take a trap because they have the Necro units now, and so you've got to back off. But immediately Korok and 1437 jump into Roche, and with Moonlight Shadow winding down, they really can't try to go in there and like unless they have a smoke. Also, they couldn't get the kill on the Mirana because Korok wasn't in position and ready to go. And then Nature's Wrath came a bit late because obviously it bounces and I don't know, the way it works is kind of RNG sometimes. So
it takes a while to make its way around. And you want it to hit them last so it does more damage. So sometimes you don't quite get it.
Yeah. So
3,000 gold though for Korok. Where's he going to go next? He has gone for the Blink Dagger build. Maybe now he goes for Desolator or Chrysalis or something?
I'd probably say Deso, just for armor reduction
yeah, I think
purposes.
Deso's the best.
Because at some point, this Wraith King where somebody's got to build an Assault Cuirass or some armor item on their team, and I at least have to imagine. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, I feel like Desolator is just too strong of an item to not go on that hero a lot of the time. They don't really have armor reduction on their team either, so... Korok, please do not die to the Ancient Sack, thank you. Blink away.
Pretty close.
Playing
with the RNG gods.
He is living very dangerously. I'd just wait for Refraction and fire him, honestly. Like, don't be greedy, dude. Alright.
Imagine if he had screwed that up and died, that would have been hilarious. Oh, I mean, just narrowly missed him on the bottom lane.
Yeah, they spread it to get vision too, which is smart, but no such luck there. And Angel will continue to push out top, and this is what he needs to do. He's just kind of like split push, but the micro coming out from Snake King, he's got to try to push this back with his Treants, but they'll just die into Shikuchi. But Snake King's here, so it doesn't really give a crap. So he's going to be going for Scythe next, which is an even better item if they get a lasso going, because they could just hex up out of the lasso and then Orchid, and that means that he can't get that BKB off, which is a really, really important thing to do.
What on the other side? What do we have them building towards? Looks like 4 staff next for the Invoker after picking up the Necro book. Steven's still just working towards the Aghanims. He actually has enough now. Angel, is he going to pop the BKB here?
Yeah,
yes, he is. Wow. That is certainly not
Snake King's job is done.
Yeah, like, mission accomplished, BKB popped. That's the 10-second charge, so it's down for quite a while, whole minutes. And maybe they want to take this opportunity, push into the tier 2. Look, they're coming back again. Angel.
They're going to try to go for this, maybe? They're going to try to fight an Angel. Oh, no, Fog doesn't want to go.
Fog lost his YOLO-ness right at the
They
last
realized there
moment.
was too many people around, and they lost their opportunity to go on Angel, and Angel kind of just sat with his team, realizing his BKB was down. But NARejects are playing this really smart. This game is like a game they really probably should have lost, considering how things started, but I don't know. They just need to take a couple more fights. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
They've got a lot of experience. And
they experienced, they sat back and they farmed.
Yeah,
but
they picked like the greediest lineup ever, and they just farmed forever, and it seems to be working. Brax getting caught by Red for a blast. He is not going to
no, the gem. That's such a huge item. They're leaving it there. They know it's there, but it's going to get picked up by Slade. That was one item they really couldn't afford to lose. They'll have to buy another one now. I think it's on cooldown. Yeah, still for another 1 minute and 50 seconds, so... they'll probably put that back in the base. I don't know, maybe counterwar with it first. They already have a Necro, so they really don't need to have the gem. I guess you could say you don't want to pop the Necro, you just want to use the gem to counterwar, but they'll probably put that back eventually.
Alright, well, Korak's going straight dataless.
What do we know?
I mean, that's pretty legit.
I mean, dataless is fine too. I just assume
gives you a lot of damage.
Later. Yeah, so does Deso, but I mean, I guess he just wants to kill people, like, very, very bad. Like, I guess crit against a Weaver is, like, really nice, too.
Fox is going in. He canceled his epicenter. Oh, no. Cold Feet trying to make it out of here. It might not matter. Citadel immediately going down. Fog is going to blow up. But now Brax is moving forward here. He's found himself BOTs as well. The Skeleton King gets lassoed back. He's the one holding the gem. They just used the lasso. There's the Sprout to keep him in place. Arrow sailing through. That's going to hit Snake King. Great Fire Blast comes through as well. There's a BKB from the Mirana. Enough to bring down one. Korak, though, on the backside is taking down the Ancient Apparition. And he's doing a lot of damage. Still has the Aegis available. Looks like he's going to man up here. There's the BKB. Stops the Wraith Fire Blast. Trying to run down the Mirana. Can he do it? There's the Melt Strike, and
oh my
see
lord.
you later. Oh man, still with the Aegis here, they're continuing to move forward. I'm a little surprised. All right, well there's the Aegis popped.
That was a nice try from Brax to force him away, but
yeah, I think he was trying to force him away and then pop the meld at the end, and hopefully the gem's out of vision, but didn't.
That's just Korak, man. That's just Korak going to work, and that BKB, I couldn't be really at a better time there. He saw the Wraith Fire Blast coming. He's like, all right, time to hit the button. Now he's gonna dataless, so that damage, it's instead of gonna be like 4 or 5 hits to kill the Mirana, it's gonna be like 2 or 3. They will buy another gem though, and this is smart. They really need that. It just came off cooldown, so they realize if they can't get the Wraith Game, they just buy another one. It's fine, honestly. It's going to take a lot for them, I think, to lose this game, considering how far ahead they are, which is 10,000 gold, and experience-wise, 12,000. So,
jeez.
Yeah, they're in a really good position now. It really comes down to a couple of throne fights, but it's definitely possible because they have the Weaver, they have the Mirana, and they even have an Invoker and Wraith King to fall back on as well. So
we'll see how it works out here. I mean, NARejects looked really bad there for a while, but it seems like they figured it out. And really, the biggest thing is they sat back and farmed. They just tried to get CS. They knew that their lineup was greeny. They knew that their lineup wasn't that great in the first couple of levels until they each had like one lineup up and online. And as soon as they did, completely different team. They just took that fight middle. They just started destroying Union Gaming.
This is pretty much the patch of 10 to 12 minute blink daggers, and if you don't get it, then you're in rough shape. But well, looks like Brax is gonna find Citadel. Nice force back. He gets Wraith fired. Might be in trouble here. They'll pop the BKB. Korak, there's the Epi going through, but crossing now, getting focused down. The crits are coming. The Moonlight Shadows. Well, Snaking wants this kill. They'll find it. That's one already dead, 2 dead. They actually had 3, but they fought back. Now Snaking Hex up on Citadel, still going to town. Angel coming through, picking up the kill. There's the Melt Strike. Do they still have Fog? No. Where's that gem up? Who has it?
They got it. Brax has it.
Okay.
Theban and Brax were able to bring down the Wraith King. Theban forced back.
I do not care to see that dark
And try to make it out of here. Crazy fight. Ice Wall goes down to block the Necro Creeps. There's the trap. Snaking has come back in. Korak blinks over the wall. Wow, there goes Jericho. He gets blown up. Angel on the way out as well. He's still got an Orchid.
Oh!
Time lapses away. Deafening Blast comes through to stop Korak. Very spread out fight. NARejects come out easily on top.
Yeah, they wasted a buyback there from Citadel, and well, Snaking bought back 2 though, which is the issue, and he died for it. So if they get a 2-3 tower here, then they'll definitely be ahead. But there's a fortification now, and there's no way they can fight this. They have to back off. But so close to getting a couple really, really important kills, like Angel going down would have been huge. But he's got his Deso now too, so he does a lot of damage. So, whew.
Wild fight back and forth. Brax already has the lasso back up though. So they can look to reinitiate pretty much at any time here if they find someone in the jungle. So Angel's going straight for the damage item, and the BKB versus Lincoln's choice definitely pretty interesting from him because I don't know. I think I probably would have favored Lincoln's a little bit.
I agree. I talked about it a bit earlier. Lincoln's is, I think, a bit better in this game.
Costs more money, I guess, so I can understand
You
that.
kind of need to go both, I think, in this game.
Yeah.
It's one of those like really defensive games that you kind of just have to get it, but...
That was a very aggressive D-ward from Brax. Survives an arrow and a Weaver moving forward. But they have gotten that gem back, so now they've got 2. Or I think they're just probably going to leave 1 in the base.
They have 2 now? They pick up the one from the Wraith King?
Oh, yeah, they got the one from the Wraith King. What happened to the one from Fog? Did they trade gems?
Brax has 1 and then Theban has 1, so...
Oh, okay, so they've got both of them now.
Yeah, Brax is going to put his down probably, I'd imagine, or Theban when he gets back to the base at some point, which is maybe never. He might die before that, so he's got to be careful. And again, we talk about vision and how important it is in map control, and you look at like the dire vision right now, and like what you have going in terms of all these traps. They have this jungle completely controlled. They have the top lane completely controlled. The only thing that's kind of missing is like a ward mid. And they don't even really need that, honestly. They have them pushing their base. They know that Union's kind of scared to go outside.
Oh, there it is. They take out that ward. Unfortunate they put that obs down right next to a sentry. It's just the worst shit
Like,
ever when that
damn
happens.
it! We just wasted gold. Come on, guys, get it together. Oh, snaking! No, that's an arrow, dude. Is he dead? He's got Lothars.
Oh, Brax trying to defend him. He's gonna try to TP out of here.
That's
Can he
the
make
balls.
it?
Why
No.
didn't you use Lothars, dude? Oh, well, there's a Necro 3. Okay. Alright, never mind. He wouldn't have survived.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Arrow sailing out. Ooh, that's hit Korok.
That's really bad if he dies. He's dead, I think.
Oh, I can't afford those pickoffs, though. That's pretty bad.
Let me tell you guys something. Necro 3 is a really good item.
Good item.
So yeah, that actually it didn't secure them the kills, but like it certainly helped out a lot. Like Necro 3 really like, and now it can help them secure a tower. Roshan will be up in 26 seconds according to this timer over here. And the Theban's actually doing a really smart thing. He's trying to split push bottom, but he doesn't have a creep to help him do that.
He doesn't care, man.
Dire's
Base
middle
created.
tower is under attack.
Brax as well. He's
Why are they
just
diving
standing
this?
around here. I don't really know, man. Yeah, just kill the tower. They've got the Desolator. They can do it very easily. Brax realizes this tower is it's a lost cause. Invoker gonna get that kill, Citadel.
Radiant's bottom tower
They're
is
gonna
under attack.
move right into Roshan. That's pretty unfortunate for the NARejects.
Yeah, they're gonna lose this rush. I think unless you get a buyback from Quark, I don't think there's a way you
He has 4K gold, so it's definitely
can. He's gonna make the decision though. They might try to fight it without him, which is ballsy as all hell, but it's already dead. And yeah, there it goes.
Sean has fallen to the Radiant.
Oh, that's a cheese roast too. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was the third one. And now that advantage that the Dire have had all game suddenly is kind of slipping away. And like that gold lead that they had, it's still 10,000, but that doesn't mean as much anymore. Now that you've got like all Aegis and cheese, they can. NARejects still have a lot of map control, so they can just sit back and farm for a bit, but and try to make sure that Roche goes away. But now they've got to. I mean, you've got to deal with maybe smokes. You've got to deal with just farm heroes on the side of Union and necro pushes and what have you. So it's going to be difficult, maybe for NARejects in the next couple minutes, but we'll see how it goes.
The good news is that they do have a Nature's Prophet, so they've got the King Rat on their side.
It's true.
Keep the lands pushed out.
He's got a Lothars too, but I mean that doesn't mean much when you have to deal with the necro and maybe a gem coming out if they pick one up soon. I mean, if they get one from the other team, which they probably put down that other one, I'd imagine. I'm gonna check real quick. And no, they still have both of them on. I don't know why they have both, but I guess it's better to have two in a fight if they lose one of those
two
heroes.
eyes, dude. Two
I
eyes.
guess so. A gem for each eye.
Well, they've grouped up in the bottom lane here, despite the fact that there's an Aegis and a cheese on the other side. No fear from NARejects.
Yeah, they don't really give any shits right now. They're just gonna farm. This is what I was talking about though. Like if you have such map control, like you want to push the pressure. You want to keep them inside their base. The only one that could kind of stay outside the base safely is the Mirana and the Weaver. Maybe Wraith King as well because he's got the reincarnation, but you really don't want to rely on that as a crutch. going Lincoln Sphere, he has an ultimate orb right now, so that has to be his next choice, I think. And then when he gets a Lincoln Sphere, it actually might be really hard for NARejects to deal with him, because you had Lasso and Hex and all that stuff to deal with before. But now that, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, there's a couple of options, but that'd be really big.
Yeah, I think they can still do it just because they have the Hex on Snaking as well, but it's going to be way harder now. They maybe need another Hex.
Yeah, now you're just going to have to focus on using a Force Staff or something to try to disable the Lincoln Sphere first and foremost, and that's assuming they get a Lasso, and
certainly a lot harder now.
Yeah. Snakey's going for BKB, which is a smart item choice, and pretty much everyone's picking one up because Invoker just got his as well, and now Citadel can start doing work in these team fights. He's level 17, so he has his level 4 Invoke. He doesn't have max Exort, so he doesn't do all that much damage. I mean, he does do a lot of damage with his Meatball, with his Force Spirits, and with his Sunstrike, but
here.
He wanted 4/4 first, and then he wanted to get a lot of points in Wex just to have a bit more team fight presence, which is fine. That works too, but a lot of people just max the Exort first and foremost, just because Force Spirits do so much work in team fights if they have max Exort. So
and they have Snaking in the bottom lane, Korok's right behind him, hoping that someone moves on him. And they do actually find the Wraith King. Doesn't look like they're going to initiate on this, though. They know the whole team is probably behind us. Oh man, that's a nice point from Fog. Almost goes down. Lothar's Snaking going to make it out as well. So it looks like they're going to dodge this fight.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. That was interesting. They're being aggressive now, but Korok is a butterfly. This is going to be really difficult to deal with now. 1437 getting caught out. They have vision now because of the swarm, and he should maybe fall here. He gets forced away, but I don't think that's going to save his life. I'm pretty sure he's dead still.
Pops in Nature's Ascendance. Oh
yeah, that's a gem.
Taking chunks out. Oh, they do actually have Nature's Wrath to pop Lincolns as well. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, that's true. But they're working on the Tier 3 tower. I think NARejects, they're going to have one person TP back right now, and he's going to sprout up, make some treants, and then go from there. But Mr. PM JPS is thinking about chasing him down, but decides against it. Gem was dropped. Did they not pick that up? Wow, they didn't pick it up. Holy crap, they left it there. They left the gem on the ground.
Well,
thanks you.
That's available for someone to go grab. Not getting punished for the double gem. They're going to lose Tier 3 tower here. But in the top lane, Korok has come down to pair up with Snaking. Looks like they want to bring down the Wraith King yet again. Doesn't look like they're going to have a problem doing that. But the barracks is die middle, so they need to make something happen right now. TPs
They're
are
gonna
coming
get a Tier 3, but is that gonna be enough? What's happening back mid? Angel's trying to kill Brax here. What the hell's going on? Why are they trading?
Apparently they're just base trading. I don't know. Another TP comes in. Melee barracks. Oh, they hex up the AA. Down he goes. Citadel trying to help out here, but he has to get away. Korok just does so much damage. Just avoids the arrow. Down goes to Rax. And Snaking, he's going to TP out.
He got sprouted. Oh my god, Angel's baby dead. He's got a BKB. He's got time lapse. Can he get out of here alive? He's going to Shikuchi away, and the Burrow Strike, well, that's not on point, unfortunately. They can't get this kill, but that would have been huge. Oh, but Korok, he wants to go hard. If he gets a... Oh, he's got no blink, though. He's going to maybe look for a Meld Strike. Oh, they can't get it, maybe. They have the gem. Flame Break. Blink. Oh!
Goodbye. And we're on a DC. So
oh, my God.
Well, I mean, NARejects definitely have the momentum right now. This Skeleton game's
they didn't need to lose that Rax, though.
I mean, they definitely didn't need to lose that Rax, but I think it opened up the ability for them to take this top Rax, and now I think they're going to move in on this mid Rax as well.
Ah, man,
I mean,
but now
Skeleton King coming up with no reincarnation. AA coming up, can't really do anything in a long time. Angel's coming up here with his full skill set, but he doesn't have a BKB.
There's no mana for Batrider Lasso. I would say, like, he has his blink right now, but he's got no mana. If there's any way for him to get mana, he could just blink it and lasso that Weaver because he has the gem, and they could easily get that kill with Korok. And there's nobody even really nearby for Union right now, so that would have been huge.
Mid TP. Where is he going? Where is the Snake King going?
He might be coming with. I think he's going home.
Going for a sprout.
I think he's going home. I think he wants to get his BKB. I'm pretty sure that's where his TP. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think he's going mid. And if he is
sprout the Weaver,
he can sprout it. I mean, he knows where he's respawning. So who knows? I can't really see where the animation is going. It's not on the map, so
I don't see it.
We'll see where he goes. I'm gonna keep my camera on the sneaking cam.
Sneaking cam, see where he goes.
He's like, he's antsy. He's got to be going mid, I think.
He's ready to go, dude. He wants to jump on this Weaver. He wants to kill him, man.
Well, I mean, like, he's been antsy this entire time. Even in the lobby, he's been a bit antsy, and I can't fault him for that, but...
All right, here we go. Go called by both sides. And we'll see.
Yeah, he
he's
went
going
home.
home. What a
He wanted his
loser.
BKB. That's a smarter choice, I think. He might have been able to sprout, but they weren't really ready for it. Angel's just like shikuching away. He's like, holy shit, I'm not dead.
Help. Help, team.
Team.
Alright, so he makes it out of here. They trade Raxes. One of the weirdest little set of engagements I think I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Like, they just like, they're like, whatever, we don't need that Rax. Let's just kill top Rax.
That was strange.
Oh, fuck.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he gets like, holy shit, there's a
I'll
gem
just
here.
take this back. Nobody noticed it. Nope.
Oh, man.
That's got to be pretty demoralizing to be like, wait, where did that? We killed somebody with a gem earlier? Oh shit, we didn't pick it up.
I guess we forgot about that one. He's got a lot of gold. What do you think he's gonna build his chainmail into something, or is he gonna go for like a veil or something? You could get an AC.
I don't know. Wait, what is chainmail?
You could go AC, blade mail, mech, or medallion.
It's
Or you can
not
just keep
going to
the
be any
chainmail.
of those, I think.
I hope he
It
gets
could be a
an
mech.
AC.
It could be a mech, but I feel like a veil would be really good. He could also go in Ags too,
Oh,
if he really
Brax.
wants to get more magic damage. Brax is
knows.
living. He still has his blink. Brax living.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job of blinking the Hellfire Blast, so... Wraith Fire Blast, whatever.
Yeah, it gets confusing at this point, but... Wow, they're chasing hard for this.
They
They
already popped
still...
blade mail.
They can't really
Brax.
kill him. I don't...
I mean...
Oh, yeah, they can.
Oh my god!
They're not going to lose this gem, are they? They pinged it. Let's see this one.
Someone pick it up.
There you go. You got it this time now.
Oh, Brax. I don't think he realized how hard they were going for him there.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's like the whole team is chasing him around the map. I don't know how much you can expect that. Immediate D-ward here, though.
I mean, they have another gem still, so I mean, that's
Yeah.
like, I guess it's like they just want to have like that insurance policy with the gem, just to make sure.
Fog's walking bottom. He needs some assistance, though.
I don't know what he's gonna. It's not gonna happen, my friend.
Yeah, sorry, Fog, but I'm not so sure you're gonna kill the Weaver, though.
I guess with snaking and maybe with the help of Theban, who's gonna die.
Oh,
This
God.
is bait. Look at this bait coming out.
Bait
Come on,
him! Bait him! Uh-oh,
Don't
Sun
get
Strike.
strike.
Too
Uh-oh.
much bait.
You got
There's
independence.
Fog, moves
Oh,
forward
no,
to
no, 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 no,
Lincoln's.
no.
Gonna stop that.
Wait.
1437.
No.
Oh no, just too late. The Hex comes through. Angel, can he make it out here? Pops the BKB, Fogged. And now the Ice Blast is coming in. MLS as well. Oh my god. No, god. Wow, look at that. Oh my god, he made trees so Brax can come in.
He decided against it though. How did Fog not die?
I don't
Oh
know,
my God.
man. What a player. Oh, they grab Jericho. Brax pulls him back. Nature's Wrath coming through. Oh my god, the Skeleton King is on the high ground. He gets brought down. And there's the reincarnation.
5 seconds.
Korok trying to bring him down. He does have a blink, but that does not help when you're getting wailed on by Korok, who darts forward. Saw the arrow coming in. Trying to get the kill on the Mirana. TPing out now.
It's level 25. Korok is.
Korok's man mode. He has 7k gold.
This guy's a goddamn player.
Playing the 10k challenge right now.
Sky, yeah, I don't know what his next item is, but
Whatever.
he'll probably need to do BKB at some point, but I don't know what he goes for. Maybe some more tankiness, I guess.
Yeah, like, I don't think he actually needs more damage. I mean, I
You
guess
could
he always
argue
need more
maybe...
damage. An MKB or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to think. Because, like, there's going to be a butterfly probably on this Weaver sooner rather than
At some
later,
point,
but
yeah.
Weaver's going MKB as well, so maybe not just yet. Shiva's now done for Brax, which is a pretty good item. That gives them a lot of armor, and, well... I think they still have this game in hand. I mean...
They had
Besides
a couple little
of
clowny
clowny
plays.
plays and
Yeah.
like losing their mid racks and some like questionable decision
Losing
making,
the whole
I
laning
still think they have
phase.
this game.
But they still have Roshan available here, and it is up, and with Korok having so much damage and having Meld Strike, they can take it down extremely fast.
Yeah, this is gonna be another Roche, I think,
Yeah,
going
they're
away.
for it. I mean, look how fast they're going to be able to kill this. Like, just
So now
Korok is just going to
Korok
kill
is
it.
gonna be even harder to kill. Whether he's got cheese or ages doesn't matter. He's just gonna be difficult to bring down.
Snake King coming in as well. nothing at all that Union Gaming can do about this. Look how fast that goes down. And who's going to pick up what? Looks like it's going to be the Aegis for Korok. And for now, Snake King's going to pick up the cheese. We'll see if he uses that or if someone else does.
Yeah, he could transfer it in a time of need, but 6,300 gold. Korok needs to buy something, except he doesn't have a slot for it, unless he wants to get rid of this Blink Dagger, which is, I mean, you can, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I don't think he's in a rush to buy something at the moment.
No, he'll probably wait till that Aegis is gone and then buy his next item, which who knows what it'll be.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible they just, like, run down bottom, try to make something happen, and if he dies, well, you freed up a slot for an item, so...
Well, Diffusal Blade now coming out for the Mirana, which is interesting.
Doesn't seem particularly great.
I would have preferred a Maelstrom and Mjolnir for some extra damage, but I guess
not really anything amazing you can purge, right? I guess you can purge Orchid?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's it?
I'm trying to think of things off the top of my head, but...
I don't think you can purge Hex, can you?
That's a good question.
I'm not sure. I don't think you can.
Pretty sure you...
Maybe you can, I don't know.
Let me check. I'll tell you in a second here.
Alright, well, NARejects just continuing to farm up here. They're going to try to find their lane of attack. Invisibility! Heading towards the bottom lane. Looks like that's where they're going to go. Angel has picked himself up an MKB, so the damage continues on flowing here for Union Gaming. Miss Weaver has done a good job of just picking up smart items. I mean, we had some discussion about the BKB versus the Lincolns, but now he's got both of them. He's got some damage as well, so...
Hex is purgeable.
Oh, alright. Well, that's
Just
pretty decent then. That's pretty decent then. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Not my favorite item choice, but I can see why you buy it then.
I guess it just gives you a bit more utility rather than a Maelstrom and Mjolnir. But if you have like a Maelstrom and a Mjolnir on the Wraith King, Mjolnir on the Wraith King is it's really good. But he's going for a Sange. Maybe
Halberd.
It's probably a bit too late to go for an SY, so I'd imagine it's going to be a Halberd. It'd be a surprise if it's going to be an SNY, which is a pretty early game item. Even for a support Wraith King.
Korok's BKB is still 7 seconds.
He hasn't used it that often. When he's died, like, he just kind of commits himself to dying, and if he has to lose something because of it, he'll die. But, like, he doesn't want to use that BKB charge when he's not ready to fight on his own terms, which makes sense. But they're getting ready to go and fight. They're just missing Snaking now, who's farming for something. I don't know what, but he's going to come in now, it looks like.
Fire Blast does go off there, but now they grab Angel. They stop the Lincolns. Can they bring him down before he time-lapse? Yes, they can. Easily, Korok does bring him down. There's an Ice Blast in the middle, though. Going to pop the Resurrection. All of NARejects, their BK to beat up and just hitting away here. Can the Wraith King make it out? Tornado flying through. Going to bring Snake King up in the air. Deafening Blast, Meatball falling down. And Wraith King moving forward, gets a Hellfire Blast off on Korok, who is still a member of that Aegis Club. Cold Feet is going to latch. Sand King, Fog, can he make it out of here?
Oh my
gonna
god,
block him
why?
Why fucking Snake King? Doesn't matter. Korok moving for it. Brings down Citadel, buys back immediately. Has to use Diffusal to slow him down, but Brax moves for it. Pops the Shivas. Tier 4 towers are blowing up. EMP gonna go out. That's gonna be enough maybe to finish Theban. No, he just barely makes it out. Ice Blast off the mark. And NARejects continuing to storm the base here. Korok still with that Aegis. Cheese has been used. Citadel dragged back. There's the lasso. No way he's going to make it out of here. Cold beat for Brax. Not enough. Arrow flying through. Jericho falling. NARejects in the base, bringing them some serious pain, knocking down buildings. And I think this might be the end of the game for Union Gaming.
Yeah, and besides Snaking, like, killing his own teammate, the double rapier. It's time, man.
Oh, Korok.
Time to go full rapier for Korok here. I feel you, Korok. I feel you.
We love Korok. Oh, man.
Oh, man. But yeah, he dropped his Boots of Travel. He dropped his Blink as well. Yep, there it goes.
Alright, well, that's 2 rapiers.
He's got his Aegis, so I guess why not.
I can't wait to see the crit here. I want to see him one-shot someone.
He definitely will. He's kind of low. He does have Aegis, so he should be okay, but I don't know. If they man up and they can lock him down. I mean, he's got his BKB too, so...
Yeah, they get Mega Creeps. Lasso.
That didn't work out, did it?
Brax casually feeding in the base. They're on the run. They want to try to get Theban. There he goes. I hope Korok just turns around.
I hope he doesn't throw this. I don't think it's possible to throw this at this point, but I've been wrong before.
Double rapier on Weaver. That could be bad.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to have happen.
Things you want to avoid. Giving 2 rapiers to a
That's under the
Weaver.
checklist.
That's definitely on that list. I think Brax is going to be okay here. They're still pursuing.
We've said that before, though, about this guy.
Yeah, that's
when he's
true.
getting chased down with, like, the Wraith King and the Weaver, and then all of a sudden he just dies, so...
Clark's like, well, shit, what do I do now? Got 2 rapiers, still got an Aegis.
He has, like, no... He can't boss it, he can't blink, so he's got no mobility. They can just kite him around now, which is a problem.
I'm not sure you can kite someone who one-shots you, though.
That's, I guess, true.
Like, what does a crit look like off a double rapier TA?
I'm sure it's not anything good. I'm sure it's probably
I'm sure it's like almost under 2,000.
It's probably around 2,000, I'd say. I mean, it's like if you have no rapier and it's like about 1,200 already. There's a good chance it's either 2,000 or above 2,000, which is the health pool of, well, a lot of the heroes. So
most of the heroes on the other side.
Yeah,
And
the Weaver actually has
no
just
AC or
enough.
anything.
Assuming that the crit's 2,000, the Weaver might get 2-shot. Assuming that it hits a crit, so... I mean, Cork still has to get a crit, so we'll see.
Yeah, does have a lot of armor, though.
I mean, like, he'll do a hit or damage per hit, and that'll do a lot of damage, but he needs a crit to really get the one-shot
Sideways
going.
down like half the team at one point. Alright,
Yeah,
I think they might go for it here.
Oh,
They
yeah.
move forward, Brass Epicenter as well. Cork moving
One
in!
dead.
They're, oh my god! Look how
dead.
fast they go down. Trying to bring down Angel now. Popping down, doesn't know which one is real. Their Ancient is dying though. Snaking is in the base. Korok
Go
gets
to town, dude.
purged, and base died.
Man, I think the lesson here is don't give Cork mid TA. But in all seriousness, I think that was a strong gift for both sides. And you talked about how greedy the lineup was coming out for NARejects. It paid off eventually. And just getting gems and getting the lasso up, and then having Snaking have, like, that Orchid is so good against Weaver. And he was really the only hero they needed to really worry about. Yeah, Mirana can do damage, but she's kind of underwhelming, as we saw in this game. And the Invoker can still do work, but if you're not pushing in with your team with, like, your Fort Spirits and your Necro Book, and it's not going to be as bad. So they kind of tightened their game up. A couple of deaths that could have been avoided early on. Still a very strong performance, I think, coming out from NARejects, so...
Yep. And thank you guys for watching our highground.tv. Please follow this channel if you do enjoy watching. We'll be bringing you... we're casting the ADL. We're also going to be casting the Dota 2 Canada Cup coming up soon as well. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back very soon for game number 2.